I am delighted to be here, but I'm not so delighted about what I'm going to be talking about and showing you. The Washington Post put it well about 2 years ago. AI porn is easy to make now. For women, that's a nightmare. I want to talk about AI porn or porn made by AI or artificial intelligence. Many people celebrate AI porn for its ability to diversify how we think about bodies, genders, and sexualities. It will free us from discriminatory conventions. Only it's not so. AI porn, soon a $20 billion industry, does little more than weaponize sexuality in the service of a very old misogyny. Now, know that I am firmly committed to gender and sexual diversity and equality. I also embrace cyberspace and the latest tech. I am proud that my daughter is a data scientist. My son is getting a PhD in computer science. I say this because it would be absurd to dismiss what I'm saying here as Luddite alarmism or some adherence to anachronistic values. I want to get that out of the way immediately. Nothing I present here, too, I want to say, is hidden in the dingy alleys of the dark web. The websites, apps, online services, products I show are as easy to find as the Weather Channel and so visible to anybody. These sites want to be found. Let's begin. What is AI? AI refers to advanced computer programs that mirror certain capabilities of cognition, mainly problem solving and learning. Our focus is on a type of AI called machine or deep learning. These algorithms, or instructions to run computers, are modeled after the human brain, often termed neural networks. They take into account lots of variables to recognize complex patterns, to generate predictions, and most importantly, they self-improve. AI is used everywhere today: medical diagnosis, financial forecasts, self-driving cars, the very search engines you use to find the website for Culture Reframed. AI is also used in porn. A subset of deep learning called generative AI creates new, often realistic content. You probably have heard of ChatGPT, owned by OpenAI. Generative AI can also be used to create new images. Using large data sets of existing images, these programs first learn, say, what a cat looks like. Very easy to troll the internet and find innumerable pictures of cats, so the program learns what a cat looks like. On this basis, and through self-correcting, the program then learns to create better and better, more realistic, but still fake images of cats. As you can see on this website, these cats do not exist. Or, more to the point, this website, this person does not exist. If you go to thispersondoesnotexist.com, each time you click on it, you'll get the face of an entirely new, realistic person who did not exist or does not exist. Now, it's easy to train these algorithms on data sets of naked and sexual photos, so the program learns to create realistic but fake pornography. AI porn is a booming industry. Innumerable commercial and free websites now allow users to create personalized porn that reflects their unique tastes. The unreal woman of your dreams. Users pick their preferred ethnicity or race, amount of pubic hair, breasts, outfits such as schoolgirl, chain leash, cheerleader. Your perfect companion is waiting for you. All made possible, it is crucial to note, by Visa, MasterCard, and other major banks and financial institutions. Many sites, however, allow for the free use with no registration whatsoever. Users select the action they want to see, such as washing dishes. I'm just using names from various sites, as you can imagine. You can have a woman washing dishes, yoga, in a cage, slathered in blood. Excuse me. You pick the facial expression you want to see, crying, sad, scared, and so forth. Typically, the user specifies if they want the image to look realistic, in the style of anime or hentai, Disney-like. Needless to say, most AI porn is modeled after the women who appear in conventional pornography. Let me do a quick aside. Let us return to thispersondoesnotexist.com. You will see no black faces. If you go to the website, in fact, you have to click through innumerable new faces before you come upon a black face. Why? Because AI creates new images based on its training data set. And most of these programs were trained on white faces, which is a very serious issue for facial recognition technology. By the same token, since so much social media is influenced by porn, if you train an AI program to create the perfect man, this is what you will see. I'm sure many of you saw the news article about these images. Or the perfect woman. That's the perfect woman based upon social media photos. Okay, back to the main topic. Commercial AI porn sites I've seen do not allow users to select ages under 18, but you can use words like young, and if you do so, you get childish bodies and faces, which are horrifying. And needless to say, all the images I'm showing are clothed. They do not need to be so. Many AI porn sites feature fakes of the girls from Harry Potter, including several sites on Blogger, which is a blogging platform owned by Google. One such blog is called Ginny Exposed. Please note that Hermione and Ginny are aged 10 and 11 in the first book, which means they are still most likely legal minors throughout the entire series. The original computer program used to generate images such as these is available for anybody to download. The program is stored on GitHub, which is a Microsoft-owned free repository of computer programming. With some coding under your belt, it is not difficult to modify these programs to create fake but realistic child porn. This is a growing and enormous and dangerous problem worldwide. And lest anybody think that realistic looking fake child porn will divert pedophiles from harming real children, an unfounded argument made by many, consider this. Just the other day, a man admitted to the FBI to possessing more than 16,000 computer-generated images of child abuse. He had 10 times that amount of real child abuse images. Deepfakes are another type of AI-generated images that allow the user to morph a real person's face, even a middle or high school girl, onto a real sexual image, so it looks like the person is engaged in pornographic activity that did not occur. Deepfakes have received a lot of press lately, not only in regard to Taylor Swift, but because lots of teenage or high school age girls are suffering and being devastated as the result. There are many websites and apps that make deepfakes. Many are free, again, and require no registration. They have names like New Face Porn, Face Swap, Deep Swap, Nude Celebrity Fakes, Desi Fakes, Deep K-Pop, and some services which are clearly aimed at the child porn market. And here are two, as you can see. In the world of fake nude, most of the local stars try to exploit the reputation of innocent school children. This is an advertisement for this actual deepfake site. As the other one says, in Japan, the age of consent in certain provinces has been reduced to 13 years, but porn without squares or the blurred areas of the body is prohibited. There are fake options that no formal prohibitions apply to. I want to add, anybody can find and access these websites. Many deep fakes are utterly realistic, not the obviously photoshopped images of yesterday. These images humiliate specific people. They have been used not just to hurt past lovers, they're used in blackmail, they're used to sway divorce and custody cases, to coerce women to remain in abusive relationships, and so forth. Yes, any gender can be used in deep fakes, but the original algorithm for deep fakes was developed only on the images of women. Victims of deep fakes are no less traumatized than from the posting of actual naked images. Shockingly, one deep fake website had the audacity to showcase this past year in an International Women's Day celebration contest. A similar type of website is the so-called undressing or nudifying app. These AI programs allow users to submit a photo of anybody, but it's typically a woman or girl, and the algorithm returns a convincingly naked image. See anyone nude, any girl clothless with the click of a button. Undress any photo. Many of these websites prioritize the user's privacy. This one is a highly secure platform. We prioritize your safety above all. They do not prioritize the safety and privacy of the women they undress against their will. A favorite platform for these apps is the Telegram messaging service, which is based in Dubai. Why? Because Telegram allows for encrypted messages and it hides users' identities. One particular AI automated program harvested recently the real photos of more than 680,000 unsuspecting female Telegram users. The program then created deep fakes of these women, undressed, and shared the photos to tens of thousands of men. None of the women consented. Some were children. Most of these sites do not accept photos of children, but the algorithm would likely not reject a photo of a 15 or 16-year-old. The sites never verify the age of the person in the photos. They never seek consent. One AI undressing platform advertises, remove clothes from your girlfriend or colleague. It does not require you to have permission from the girlfriend or colleague. Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, all these make these violations possible. This particular app, as it says, only undresses women. These programs teach men and boys that they are entitled to disrobe women and girls at will, without consent, because the value of a woman and a girl is how she appears naked, lacking any agency or personality before male eyes. The message is that a woman is, above anything else she may have accomplished or wished to do, an object only for men to leer at. These programs allow men and boys to transform women and girls into pornographic fantasies, thus denying women the basic right to define their own identity, to maintain their dignity, and to present themselves as they wish to appear. AI also makes possible, as we just heard about before the break, the so-called virtual girlfriend, which is also called a sex bot. These are cartoonish or lifelike animations of women, again, designed by the user after his fantasies. The girlfriend interacts with the user through voice or text, and learns the user's taste. They also, of course, pose naked and as if they were sexually engaged with the user. Virtual girlfriends always cater to the user's every whim, which sends a horrific message to young men and women about how women should act. This website by Lovescape tells that your perfect AI girlfriend will make you feel loved, appreciated, and desired. No more misunderstandings. You will enjoy unconditional passion tailored to your needs. Find happiness today. Many academics claim that AI potentially allows for the creation of virtual partners that do not subscribe to patriarchy, heteronormativity, impossible beauty standards, ableism, and so forth. That's wishful thinking. Lovescape generally encourages men to find happiness with young girls, such as your sister, a student, your girlfriend's daughter. These are ready-made virtual girlfriends that anybody can use. Most other AI girlfriend services are scarcely different. Desperate runaway, stepsister, babysitter. So much for AI porn liberating us, excuse me, from entitled patriarchy. Another arena for AI porn is virtual reality, or the metaverse, a 3D virtual world into which you enter and participate by slipping on VR goggles. The metaverse is particularly popular among kids, teens, and young adults for gaming. You assume the identity of an avatar and interact with other avatars from across the world. You've probably heard of Fortnite, Minecraft, Decentraland, Sandbox, Upland, and Second Life. These are all metaverse universes. Avatars need not be human, as you can see here, but most are. And in Second Life, many avatars are clearly pornified. In the metaverse, too, you can upload VR porn made so that you appear to be engaged in sexual activity with the women who appear before you. So in this case, you would slip on the goggles, watch sorority hookup yoga, and appear as if you were interacting in 3D with these young women, who in fact may actually be girls. Some of these programs are even modeled after children's characters. To enhance the experience, the user can attach Bluetooth-enabled devices to their genitals. These are for men. These are for women. This one has the added benefit, as it says, that you can use it discreetly in public. These devices, and there are many of them, sync with the pornographic person who moves in the goggles. What you see, you feel. AI makes the message of porn in this way seem ever more realistic and compelling. The last AI pornographic items I want to talk about are sex dolls and sex robots. And here again, we see the same general themes taught to young people and adults: the promotion of sex without consent, violence, pornification of sexuality, creating false ideas about what real women look like and wish to do intimately, and how men should act as partners. Real Doll, which you see here, retails for more than $11,000. You can customize your Real Doll with 36 different faces, a slew of body types, 5 skin tones, 8 eye colors, 15 hairstyles, 24 custom nipple shapes, 11 nipple colors, 11 vaginal styles, and 4 pubic hair styles. There is one option of inserting a wireless vaginal insert that detects touch and insertion to, quote, transmit audio feedback to any paired audio device. The app will simulate gradual transition from mild arousal to orgasm and has multiple voices to choose from. Smart Doll World sells items with similar feature. There are also AI dolls with on-command squirtable breasts, auto-suck vaginas, removable tongues, and more. Men who consort with these devices call themselves idolaters, robosexuals, digisexuals, and the like. Some call these devices transgressive. They redefine the boundaries of conventional relationship in heteronormative categories. I find this claim irresponsible. The men who use these are, often by their own admission, either furious at women for relationship failures or deeply yearning for stable human connections they never had. These men are hurting, which you can see in any of several documentaries that you can watch on television. These men are far more in need of therapy than sex dolls. And while some academics promote the therapeutic value of AI sex dolls and robots for people who are infirm, disabled, elderly, sexually impaired, and so forth, I think we can easily dismiss that suggestion, for these devices are not unveiled at the annual meetings of the American Medical or Psychological Association, but as you can see here, at the annual convention of the sex industry in Las Vegas. AI tech sex robots are, and I quote, reluctant to say no to any of your requests. And that's what makes her such a delightful companion. Is that the message we want to communicate to young people or any people? These are increasingly sophisticated robots with self-learning algorithms, touch sensors, internal body temperature control, interactive voice communications, emotional facial expressions, and the like. But let's not be fooled by the real intention. These dolls and robots, like all forms of AI, porn, sustain the typical ideologies of mainstream porn. Why buy one of these devices? Well, here's what one self-published free book available on Amazon Kindle had to say. The doll will never rage, never gripe, never say that you are not treating her pleasant, can be controlled any way you need or want, will never say no to anything. And the author adds, there are no abnormalities like imperfections or scars. We can also let these AI companies speak for themselves. The benefits of owning a real sexy doll, that's a brand. Always loyal, no expectations or demands, follow your every command, serve at any moment, no arguments, jealousy or rejection, no nagging, will never cause trouble. Or as the Soulmate one says, that's another brand name, unconditional love, total respect, listens to you, obeys you. A few companies are a little cagey about their intentions. Luxbotics sells robots for things like waiters, information desk, nanny robot for a child, and spelling tutor, although I'm not sure why any of these would need functional genitalia. The same website links to another site called Artificial Wives, where you can customize a sex robot to look like a real person without their consent. If we load all the options onto one robot, the total climbs to just under $22,000. These options include the ability to walk, cameras in the eyes, auto-lubricating and squirting vagina, soft gel breasts, and articulating chest and breath. For those with less means, you can buy just a torso. Oh, sorry, that's another one of the robots. For those with less means, you can buy just a torso, which is common in the industry. Why bother with a relationship with a real woman when you can have just her essential parts? Not for anything does one self-published book call sex robots quiet wives. Of great concern is that many regular and non-AI sex dolls look like children. This is going to be pretty horrifying, but these images all are clothed. The allure of these is that they look like children. They allow adult men to act on their desire to have sex with minors. But since minors cannot legally consent, these dolls promote the rape of children. It shocks me that these are so easily findable and sold on the internet. These items send a dangerous message to boys about the kinds of desire they should have and to girls about their desire to adult men. Some companies sell virgin sex dolls, such as this one called Meghan Markle. This company offers the usual array of customizable features. You can order one with freckles, bikini tan lines. You can choose your labia color, vaginal and anal length, diameter, and texture. It even has a thin film that serves as a hymen. Similar dolls are sold by OK Sex Doll, which are expressly made to look underage. Same for the Sino doll. These do not, as far as I can tell, have AI. Not yet, but they surely will. Many argue, as I noted, that AI sex dolls and machines could thwart real child abuse. The evidence speaks against this. Almost 50% of anonymous individuals on a dark web child abuse website reported that they tried to contact real children after viewing images. 58% of them described feeling afraid that viewing images might lead them to try sexual acts with a real child. In short, dolls and robots do not stem abuse. Another study found that men who viewed so-called barely legal porn afterwards tended to be more likely to associate minors with sex. Some say that AI sex dolls and robots will help adult women by giving men an outlet for violent fantasies. Here, too, there is no evidence. By this same logic, we might just as well say we could help foster diversity by encouraging bigots to play video games that simulate the lynching of Black people, the gassing of Jews, the beating death of LGBTQ persons. Let's be clear. Robots and AI programs send a message to kids and all of us about what we expect sexually from women and girls, that the true worth of a woman is her fidelity to Pornhub, to Hooters, or to worse. One male sex doll owner said, "It's a bit like being your own god. We do not want AI in the hands of men raised on porn who feel like a god to women." Thank you.